and whenever it gets chopped up into circles, it becomes an onion ring. That's whenever the rings become onion rings. See, with the homemade ranch, it's the perfect condition to make the ultimate starter for any brunch snack or any race family setting.
Oh, they can hear.
See, with the family setting, you're always looking for more opportunities for more Budweiser and for more onion rings and more fried pickles. See, the pickle doesn't start its life cycle.
Oh my god.
It starts inside the brine, and then whatever the brine, it takes a little while to become a briny
Like, it's
pickle.
about to go hard.
And that's whenever it becomes the pickle, and that's whenever it becomes the refried evolution. So it's whenever the fried happens is whenever the pickle finally
They can
elevates
see on the
and
YouTube tape.
becomes the fried version of itself. I know it may be shocking to most, but I'm going to go through in this discussion on why the fried pickle is actually superior to the fried onion. And despite being fried, it's all the same. Actually, they're both vegetables that have been turned into delicacies. And while many would say that the fried pickle is far inferior to the fried onion ring, it's just one of those things that has been a misconception the entirety of your life. And in this discussion, this is where I would.
Just cut off. Oh my god.
Whoa, I am sorry about that. It sounds like somebody took over my speaker for a moment. But I am here, and it looks like we're ready to play the game. It's the Dark Horse Slugging Association. I'm your host, Dawson, here with my co-host.
Matthew, but I wish we could see the game. I don't know if I'm just blind.
Yeah, contrary to popular belief, a lot of these games are actually commentated from in New Donk City. Many people think that we're live on set, but it's not always the case. Ever since the sinking of Daisy Cruiser, there's been some major changes in the way that the league is handled. For long-time viewers know all about my war against the Union. So it was one of the concessions we got that some games are filmed off-site, and this was one of them, which is really a shame because I wish we could be down in Wario City here at night. What do you think?
Absolutely. Wario City is always a beautiful city, especially at the nighttime. And especially with the casino, I believe, that Wario owns. Am I correct? Or it's always a great time just being down there, drinking, having a great time, especially with your buddies. I know before the game, we were having a great time out there. And there was this one hobo just spewing nonsense about onions and fried onion rings.
I don't have any clue about what that is. I mean, like you said, it is owned by Wario City, but he's a great philanthropist. I mean, setting up Lil BJ's and Rosalina's is really taking root. I mean, his partnership with Bowser and Lil BJ is really what made this all possible. So, like you said, it's just a great time. I mean, I enjoyed really get to sit down and really get to know you a little bit better in the city before the game started. So, like you said, got to really shout out the city as a whole.
Absolutely, but aside from the city, let's talk about the teams that are playing. The Toadstool Titans, who I believe are first in the conference, and Kritter Krew, who are fighting for that first place spot. It's been a really crazy, week 8, I believe, with all the trades going on between, let's say, it was Mayhem, the veto trade between the Titans and Fury that got vetoed right before the first game. A lot of chaos in the DSA right now.
Well, would you want it any other way? I don't think many would. So, I know today has been certainly surprising with the Wigglers and the Fury being a little bit of a classic, but the Heat and Royals just being a little bit of a snooze fest. I'm hoping that we're going to see something different as two of the best teams go take each other on, especially with this veto trade. It means that they keep Donkey Kong, and that's probably for the best for this team. As far as the team construction goes, it just seems kind of weird for them to have been led by a Wario. It feels like Donkey Kong and Funky Kong are just too good together to tear apart.
Absolutely, but I could kind of see the vision that GM JT was going for with all the yellow chem. but I don't know if you could say it's a blessing in disguise for JT, like being able to keep Donkey Kong. But you gotta feel bad for GM Dawson, because if he had managed to trade for DK, he would have kept him for another 3 seasons under contract.
Well, I will say that maybe something else they'll try to make a move before the trade deadline, because he does keep Donkey Kong. I mean, it's just gonna be interesting. I'm curious to see what they're gonna end up doing, because this may be a trade we see again, something of this variety. But I don't know. I think that they may hold their cards close to their chest as we enter the Season 5 draft. But before that, these two teams are caring way more about how the Season 4 concludes. I mean, I got to just look at this Kritter Krew team who's riding in pretty shocking a 5-game win streak entering this game. The Titans, no slouch either, are entering just a mere three-game win streak. But they've scored more than 10 in 2 of those in the last 2, putting 12 on Slug and Heat and putting 17 on that Fury team.
That's incredible. Just showing how well the thought process of GM JT right now, being able to turn what GM Spivey considered not a great hitter into one of the best hitters the last 2 games. I believe Funky Kong has had, 4 home runs within the last 2 games and contributed at least maybe 10 RBIs to those last 2 games. Just showing that, I don't know what to say, if GMJT just got lucky, but Funky Kong has really managed to turn it around.
Well, I mean, I think you can't really deny how impactful Funky Kong has been for this team. But I mean, look at this Kritter Krew team. I mean, this is a team that's been formed and pretty much, since week 3, has been the final version of this team, and it shows. I mean, they immediately in week 3 beat the Wigglers 17-7. But I know games have gotten a little closer since then. Barring that Fury game, each of their games have been won by 3 or less, 3, 2, and 3. So I expect another close one in this one. Hopefully, we're going to see some more fireworks, but I think this one's going to be intense as we head to one of the smaller fields, so possibly Home Run Central.
Honestly, looking for a great time after a couple snooze fests, like you said earlier, for the Slugging Heat and Royals game, and I believe it was the Wigglers and Fury. Even though it was a close game last game with Wigglers and Fury, but both great teams, both trying to take first place not only in their division but in the entire league.
I mean, you got 2 of the best. I mean, you have some of the best players in this league. I mean, you're looking at Donkey Kong with 7 home runs, 19 RBIs. Funky Kong with 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. You also have Brown Kritter on the other side, 5 homers, 10 RBIs. A little bit quiet as one of the best hitters on this team. And Kincaid, 4 homers, 10 RBIs himself, plus the Red Kritter rocking up with 3 homers himself. And then lots of other players have solo shots of their own. But there's just lots of great players up and down this roster, as both of these teams really pride themselves on their defense, especially that infield defense. And really just it's gonna have to see if the outfield defense is gonna be able to make a difference, as both these defenses look pretty similar, but it looks like they're ready for us down at the field. Any final thoughts before we head down?
I'm good if you're good, but I'm ready just to see what a great game this could possibly be.
Absolutely. Let's see. Well, we got to take a moment, of course, before we head down to talk about our sponsors. Rosalina found herself a new home here in the stadium, so we're certainly thrilled to be able to patronize her and be able to, give all the money we can. I mean, I don't know how familiar you are with the story of Rosalina's.
I'm being one of the newer announcers. I'm still kind of behind on just the history of Mario City, I guess you could say. But if you don't mind, while we wait for, I believe, our stat takers to orient themselves, just help pass the time.
Sure. Yeah. So for many know, Lil BJ's was the big up and coming thing. The club. Well, I'll say the club, but we'll say it's more than that, because it was a civic place where they patronized a lot of different people, a lot of different organizations, within themselves because it was a mega complex. I mean, it's more than just any club or bar or anything like that. But it was found within Wario City. It was a partnership between Bowser, his son, who was passed down to him. But back in the old days, it was Bowser and Wario who founded Little BJ's in Wario City, and were able to promote it and create lots of opportunity for more people within the city to be able to do things. So whenever Little BJ's got passed down to his son, Bowser's son, Bowser Jr., it just made sense that he continued that mission. So Rosalina sprouted from that, where she began her career as one of the dancers in Little BJ's, working her way up all the way to a private room, to now she owns her own establishment in Wario City. So it's really incredible to be able to see how far she's come as both a businesswoman and also as just a local influence. It's very well known that she has her own softball team, that they're invested heavily within the Toadsworks Foundation. Being able to make sure that lots of up and coming players have opportunities to join the league. So just a quick rundown for you.
Absolutely, but well, it looks like we got everything settled and we're ready to start playing, with Luigi taking the first at bat and getting out right away.
Yeah, that wasn't fried onions, if I do say so myself. But I mean, it's a good start here, as Jame will get on base with a single. We'll try to set up Kritter as one of the most dangerous parts of any lineup in the league. Tries to do some damage here in the top of the first.
Absolutely, looking like Krew wanting to make an impact right away, and it looks like hopefully, but if great play from, I believe, Noah, correct? Making that buddy catch.
I think so. Yellow Toad hustling over, making the play, colloquially known as Piss Toad. No, I think that's JT out there in center.
Oh, JT, beg your pardon, but making great plays.
Wow. I mean, look at them celebrating out there. I mean, that's the great chemistry you love to see in this league. But Brown Kritter doesn't care about chemistry. He's trying to go yard regardless.
Absolutely. Ooh, ball just makes it across, and Yellow Shy Guy was trying to catch it if possible. It fell kind of short, and looking to do the same thing, but ball just leans foul again.
See, he's going to try 3 for 3. That one looks straight enough. Will JT get there in time? Oh, but wow, what a play by Shy Guy out there.
I thought it was going to leave. I guess I misread the trajectory, but honestly, I thought it was going to leave with or without the item. But great play from Yellow Shy Guy nonetheless.
Yellow Toad, one of the most dangerous hitters in this league, especially average-wise. He's hitting every 3 times he goes to the plate, he's getting a hit. I'm sorry, every 3 times he goes to the plate, 2 of those are hits. So certainly been a great hitter in this league.
Absolutely, but an incredible sexy play from Red Kritter.
Wow, incredible defense there. As a diving play, to fires it to first to one of his, I believe they're brothers over there. Brown Kritter at first. It's just incredible work there, as one of the most efficient defensive players in the league makes a great play there. Oh no!
Reed gets knocked out from the pothole, I guess. Just water pressure came out of nowhere, just knock him out.
As long as this league has been going, you think they would have acclimatized as Funky.
Oh my goodness.
No doubt. That one was out of here.
What? It was very, like...
Not even close. They tried to get up there, but that ball was gone.
Absolutely, and I believe that is the 3rd straight game that Funky has had a home run. And King K. Rool is already being taken out of the game.
Unreal. It's so early. 1 inning. He made it 2 outs. Oh my. It already doesn't look good for Kritter Krew. Wins are a premium at the top of the league here. I mean, all these teams that are sitting at 5-2 or 5-3 are all waiting for Fall Out Boys to make an error, make a mistake. But great defensive play there. But you you cannot let the Titans get on a roll because you know how devastating that offense is. I mean, they own the best run differential in the league at 32, and Krew being plus 21 themselves. I mean, we got two of the most potent offenses taking each other on, but you just can't let any team take an early lead like this.
Absolutely. And
How?
Red Kritter gets gunned down at first, does not manage to reach it. But honestly, to go back to what you were saying, that's aside from the offense, one thing I think that's going to really be a big factor is who has the better pitching depth in this game.
Absolutely.
And King Carroll, Matt does not get it down for the hit. Gets a quick out from, I believe, JT in center field.
Yeah, he hustled over there. A little shocking that he had that breakaway speed.
And Toad looking to make an impact, but does not have enough power, and will get the hit down.
Oh, and it drops!
It does get down!
Wow, and that's going to be a triple. Oh, a stand-up triple for Green Toad. Some call him Grass Toad out there, but is Reed going to be able to elevate and make a play here and try to take advantage?
Absolutely, but after being moved to the 8-hole, Reed has not been performing well, but looking to make an impact right now. But the Violator making great sexy plays out there.
Absolutely.
To end the inning.
We haven't heard that name in quite some time. The Violator making a great play out there at short to try to lock this down.
Absolutely, and Boo leading off, hopefully to continue the momentum from the last inning. But Red Kritter ends it right away.
This is just great infield defense. I mean, this is one of the most touted infield defenders in Red Kritter. I mean, he doesn't make very many mistakes. And Reed getting hosed out there again by that sewer pipe.
Honestly, you gotta feel bad for Reed. Like, I don't know how much he can take after getting knocked out again. But hopefully he doesn't let that bother him. Makes hopefully more impact plays later in the game.
God, you're gonna need them.
Absolutely, and JT taking 3 balls. That's the most I've ever seen him take. But Green Kritter taking Green Kritter was the call, leading the double play right there with him and Red Kritter.
Brown Kritter following it up, but that's 2 innings down, 2 runs allowed. I'm a little surprised we didn't see a little bit more offensive output, and whenever Baba Coogie's the one stepping up, I don't know if he's going to be the one leading it.
Absolutely, but great item to
help
him get safe.
The effort to keep running that one out.
And his older self leading the momentum with another single. Looking to start something, hopefully, for Kritter Krew.
And here comes James. See if he can try to avoid the outs here. An opportunity to try to get the Kritter up to the plate with some offense in tow, but
what an sexy play from DK himself.
That was a great play. I'm certain that the Titans are glad they didn't move off of DK for that play alone.
Absolutely.
But they didn't get the triple play, so a chance for Kritter to tie it up with one swing of the bat, and he gets a hold of that one. But it's trailing just foul to the funny sign. In fact, it looked like it hit the funny sign. It did. But that one isn't. Whoa!
Great buddy catch from Yellow Shy Guy and JT to rob the home run.
How did JT get there?
You know, once in a while JT manages to unload the trailer to get some speed, but honestly, I'm surprised he managed to just elevate Yellow Shy Guy. I heard Yellow Shy Guy has been putting on a couple pounds lately, but I guess JT's just strong to lift him up into the air.
Look at that. I mean, he launched him. Shy Guy was waiting, so it just was the first moment he got. He launched him into the air.
Absolutely, and Pissed Toad manages to get the single to start off the inning. But something unusual from Luigi is he's managed to throw, I believe, 5 balls. That's unusual from such a great reliever, at least from Luigi.
Absolutely.
The boot item does not affect the out right there.
Just used just a little too late, but in steps. Ooh, is that Jesse? That is Jesse out there.
And
Just
another
a
good
little
second.
bit of- Oh, but it's just too late. Oh, one of the worst items in the game. Most absolutely despise that bomb item. Ends up not making an effect at all. So, but now one of the scariest 3 batters in a row step up as Brown Kritter charging and hitting it.
And possibly going out of the field of play, and no jump is made for the home run.
Oh my goodness. They don't even make an attempt. Maybe they're so exhausted by how many times they're having to launch themselves up to try to stop these critters from getting yard, but Brown Kritter going the distance for his count it 6th homer of the year.
Absolutely, and Red Kritter trying to match his brother's energy and does get the second solo home run.
Back to back, the Critters are on fire. I didn't think that would have had enough juice because JT didn't even. I don't think JT thought I had enough juice.
I don't know if that's just bad game awareness or just him not reading the ball correctly. But even if it's not going to go out of the field, I feel like you still have to make the play to essentially rob the home run. But King K. Rool's slow ass does not make its first.
Well, that northwest wind might have just pushed that ball just out of the stadium, but it certainly didn't matter when King K slowly rolled it up to the shortstop, the Violator.
And Green Toad trying to copy what the Critters have done, but just hits it just foul.
He opts for a slap hit, and the magic comes out and guns out Green Grass Toad. Sets up Reed with a 2-out opportunity once again.
Oh, and just hits it right over the Violator.
Unreal. That worked. The Violator didn't have on those Koopa 12s, so didn't have the hops like like some of his cohorts have.
Absolutely, but great out from DK to end the inning after letting up 2 home runs from Funky.
Yeah, as we approach that midpoint of the game, what do you expect for these two teams? Who's going to be an impact player to separate either of these two teams?
Well, so far it's looking like it's Funky Kong, but just hits the ball foul. But how can you not expect one of the Kongs to like make a play? But great play from, I believe, the regular Kritter to get the quick out.
Absolutely. Here comes DK. Probably one of the scariest 1-2 punches in this league if they can navigate this. Luigi, like you said, a pretty good reliever trying to navigate through these.
Absolutely, but what we've seen in the first game, a possible strikeout, but Donkey Kong does not manage to hit the ball just enough, but gets the quick out.
Well, we know the Titans will have a lot of good contact hitters through the order, so we'll probably see them again in the bottom of the 6th. Or if this goes pretty poorly, possibly the bottom of the 7th. So just have to see how they react. Probably, great arrow shot. And
Absolutely.
that triggers the sewer pipe. And that's one of the more underrated things that they just did. So next inning, homers are going to be a lot more difficult without that coming out.
Absolutely. And Boo looking to hopefully score the run from Yellow Shy Guy. And hits it straight towards Red Kritter.
Wow. Red Kritter, they got them Kritter hops. But that is a scary 1-2-3. The 1-2's not so scary, but everybody comes after the 3 certainly is.
Absolutely.
The fact that Luigi has the star, well, apparently means absolutely nothing, but a little interesting that he got the star in this one. We wonder if they're just that confident that they don't even need to star any of their best players.
Absolutely, but when you have such great hitters in the Kritter and all the Critters in King K. Rool, I think you need to boost up your not so good hitters to have them make an impact when, let's say, the other Critters don't have are having a bad day.
Certainly.
Just like
Kritter.
right now.
Wow! There's the arrow shot.
And James, I think, is going for home.
Oh, he does. He holds up there and halfway down. He's about to turn around, but does a little hezzy and makes it from first.
I guess he just juked out Yellow Shy Guy because I don't think anybody was expecting him to go home. But I guess something underrated about James is his speed.
I thought his calves were done. I didn't think he had it in him.
Oh, he probably just took some some extreme painkillers to help numb the pain, but not what you expected. But Brown Kritter manages to get gunned down at first.
What a wise play by the third baseman. Looks Kritter all the way back to second and then finally makes the play. Oh, and Red Kritter nearly runs it out.
So I'm surprised Red Kritter has not managed to somehow grab first, because even though he's known for his power, I feel like another underrated ability about him is his speed. He's been thrown out first multiple times. Even when he has time to make it, he's been gunned down twice. I don't know if it's just him having a bad day, but the Violator somehow utilizing the arrows to get the single.
Well, that was you probably would have liked to have a little bit more, and that was expertly thrown to navigate the item, but
and Green Toad manages to track down the ball to get the quick out to avoid any further damage. But Piss Toad up at bat, taking first ball Paul.
I really wouldn't have expected this to be a 3-2 game at this point. I would have expected them to. Either of these teams to have broken this wide open, but seriously, a defensive masterclass. I really think that this is a game that we might get to see again in the postseason.
I believe so, and I think not just the postseason, but I believe in the championship game.
Oh wow, that's high praise.
High praise, but I think a very, I don't want to say a normal take, but a very valid take that we can see both teams having a great impact or a great possible future winning, especially for Coach. Absolutely, and I know JT, who was the coach of the Warriors team last year, looking.
Great power by Jesse. I didn't think he had it in him.
Neither did I, but great chemistry from James and Grass too to get the quick out to end the inning.
When that just sets up King K. Rool to try to do some damage here in the top of the sixth. I mean, the worst that you could do is let this inning draw out, because that means you're going to let the Critters come right back around in the top of the seventh.
Sorry, what's it called? I just got distracted by my phone. You know, what's it called? Technology nowadays with the doom scrolling. But King K. Rool, Big Fatty, gets a solo shot to extend the Kritter Crew's lead.
That's his 5th of the year. Unreal. You're going to have a lot of fans who have been disappointed by his offense are going to be appreciative that he got a hold of that one. Finally, with some game impact there.
And Green Toad looking to continue on with this momentum to get maybe a little quick, nice single right there.
Well, there was the slow JT that we've seen before. It looked like he didn't even make an effort to go get that one. But Starred Funky finally getting a little tired out there, but his defense is backing him up. Oh, and that's a double play by the Violator.
Absolutely, but I feel like it's been a while since we've actually heard his name, like, in the defensive headlines, I guess so to say.
I certainly agree. I mean, maybe he just hasn't had given the opportunity much of late. Oh, Donkey misses that ball. That Baba Coogie's on again. Baba Coogie's having himself a little day.
Absolutely. He's 2 for 3 right now. Yeah. And his older self looking to make a play as well. But the ball just manages to hit over those arrows that have been so impactful in this game.
Yeah, no error scored for DK missing that since he didn't touch the ball. So 2 singles back to back, setting up James trying to make something happen, and Easy gets a hold of that ball, and that'll hit the fence.
Absolutely, and another score for the Kritter Crew, looking like the Kritter Crew's really ripping into the times right now, and it shows because Funky's finally being taken out of the game for his, I believe, cousin or brother, Donkey Kong.
I don't know the familiar relation. I know it's not brother. I think it's cousin. But
I believe-
Kritter gets a hold of that one, and he is not going to be denied any longer as he gets a finger blasted that ball out of the ballpark.
Absolutely. What a just. I mean, I'm just speechless. Kritter Krew just unleashing hell right now on the Titans. I guess
It took them 6 long innings, but they finally blown this one wide open.
Absolutely, and it seems that every single one of the Critters have hit a home run this game.
No way, that's crazy.
I mean, when your name's the Kritter Krew, you would hope that they're always making an impact in the game, and so far it has showed, especially right now with the Critters all having an impact right now.
I think this might be the first time we've seen that this many Critters hit a home run in the same game. For the same team, certainly.
Absolutely. And Red Critter trying to keep up the momentum to hopefully score another run. And it might be another home run for Red Critter.
But JT just barely is able to make a move in the air and catch that one. That one was blasted so high up there.
Absolutely.
But that was the entire order went up to bat.
It's great offense. This is what the offense we were talking about earlier in broadcast, that what Kritter Krew has been known for, but honestly, great pitching from, I guess, Luigi to keep the high-powered Toadstool Titans offense to a minimum.
Absolutely. Oh, but I don't think they're going to be silenced any longer. As that's a hat job. Unbelievable. As Funky gets all of that one.
Absolutely. I guess Funky heard us talking smack about him and just hits the home run to hopefully start off I guess a run streak.
Well, I mean, it's certainly a dense. I mean, they're still down 5, so lots of room to work, especially as you just got to try to get Funky back up next inning, or possibly this inning, depending on how it goes.
Absolutely. But in order for that to happen, we need the kind of great batting skills that the Kritter Krew had last inning.
Oh, and James just guyed Grass Toad for that for no reason.
I mean, if you're gonna go down, at least go. I mean, I beg your pardon, they're winning.
What?
I mean, when you're winning, at least make it look good. So sky your teammates, so at least you get some recognition.
No.
But is that a strikeout for Luigi?
That was. I is stunned. Unbelievable. Oh, and a boo item for Boo, and he's going to stretch this into a double. A little topical, don't you think?
I mean, absolutely. Not someone you expect to get a double. But Luigi, continuing his great pitching game so far, helps Kritter Krew snag the ball, I guess.
I wouldn't call it dominance, but it certainly feels like he's dominant on the mound right now.
Absolutely. And Kritter Krew looking to hopefully extend their lead and, I guess, demoralize the Titans. But the Violator taking a sweet time securing the ball.
He does. I'm seeing some craziness from the GM box. I needed to take a moment to mention that. But
I mean, the best.
Go ahead.
I guess the best part about the game is that not only can we watch it, but we could see what the GMs are doing on their own free time when they're spectating, how, especially with a team losing this bad to the Kritter Krew, just the kind of fit he may be throwing.
Oh no! Unbelievable! A terrible Funky error. And what could have been a double play turns into this inning continuing. And Babakugi steps up for his 3rd hit of the game.
Honestly, Babakugi has been great, along with his older self. But not only that, but James himself has also been playing great.
Oh, crushed! Oh no!
And a possible home run from
no!
the captain. And a grand slam
by Luigi, assisted by the sewage pipe, but it doesn't matter. He got it done as he crushed that ball just enough to get over the wall for possibly, I think it's his 2nd career home run.
That's 2nd career home run. That's not what you expect from a captain. But Dawson, I know you would like to say this often, but do you hear thunder in the distance? I think I may see some clouds in the background. Don't you? I
mean, normally it comes whenever it's raining, but I think that all of a sudden we're just in in a in a. Oh my! I think it's just a tornado. I don't think there's anything we can do to watch this, but I don't think it's raining and pouring. I mean, we're in a downpour. I think we're seeing an F5 tornado rock the Titans here late in the game. Unbelievable as Kritter goes yard again. This is just an outpouring of offense here late. I don't even think there's a response you could have, as the top of the 7th is hell for this Toadstool Titans team.
Absolutely. But Brown Kritter looking to add to the lead by throwing a couple, but a great bomb. I guess it doesn't impact the play too much because it's just still a single, but Kritter Krew trying to end. I don't know if you can end the game any better than scoring more runs, but Boo, I guess, trying to end the inning. I don't know what else you can expect.
Such a talented backup pitcher, but it might not matter. We'll see if they're able to make a play on this ball. They do. JT's able to puck Red Kritter again. Red Kritter just, I almost feel like the man out, as everybody else seems to go homer and homer and homer. I mean, he's only lifted the lone one comparatively to Kritter's 2 of them now.
Absolutely, but you got to question what took so long for the Titans to put in one of their better pitchers on the mound. Why they felt so reluctant to keep Donkey Kong after lighting up, I believe, 10 home runs.
Unreal. Well, I'm certain that they're going to be rethinking their strategy headed into this. I'm sure the trade, all of that smoke and mirrors really had a big effect on the team. And I think that just made them lose their focus late here, as they're only able to put 3 up on this Kritter team that certainly looks to try to take control of the entire league.
Absolutely. But I think one thing that could have been impacting the Titans mentally was that Donkey Kong possibly could have been traded to Fury. I don't know, that's had a big impact mentally on him, but it's shown so far with how he's been hitting and obviously with how he's been pitching.
Certainly. We'll have to see if they're even going to let Funky get another at bat. The starred Funky, it's all on Jesse's shoulders now, and no, the item, Funky just barely misses, and that's going to end it. The game comes to a close, 13-3. An absolute beatdown of the Toadstool Titans here, who had really been cruising, but the Kritter Krew extending that lead, or that record of 6 straight wins. It's unbelievable how well that they have looked in these last games.
Absolutely. Just great play from the players, but not only great play from the players, but just great team construction from, I guess you could say, from GMT. Because after, I know earlier in the season, I believe trading for Red Kritter from Fury, this team has been on a streak, like how you mentioned before.
I mean, clearly they're doing something right now. But I mean, it's hard because Funky puts up 80 for you, and you even have Kamek put up 90 with some pretty terrific, the Violator putting up some pretty terrific defensive numbers, as well as JT out at center. You just didn't have enough offense. And it's just tough. It's just tough to see.
Absolutely, but also one of the, I guess, surprising players that played well for the Titans, who kind of helped carry the load, was Piss Toad. Not someone who you expect, but just kind of disappointing from your captain, Donkey Kong, to kind of let down the team with only 30 points.
I mean, you're absolutely right. It is disappointing. But as we take it over to the other team, our winning team, Kritter absolutely showing out today. The 140 in the batting category. I mean, you hit a couple home runs, you're going to do that.
Absolutely. But still, it does not match what we've seen one game with, I believe, Starred Fibro, who managed to get a score of 270. But honestly, when your entire team shows out like this, I'd rather take a team complete like this, who played just overall great against one of the better teams in the league in the Toadstool Titans.
Certainly. I mean, whenever you put up 6 home runs, it's really hard to be disappointed. But I mean, with Funky Kong putting up 2 home runs himself, I mean, we knew the offense was going to be coming We just didn't know when. And certainly not to the degree that we saw today with Luigi with his grand slam, second homer of his career. But with that, it does move Krew into the 1 spot, the auto bid earner for the Hater Conference. The next game that they play is going to be a pivotal one as they take on.
I believe they
Just
take
the
on
Royals.
the Royals.
Just the Royals, and that's going to be hugely important deciding what's going to happen in this league. You could say that the Fury game is going to matter a little bit less at the end of the season. It's probably the best thing that you can do headed into the postseason for them. As I believe that's going to be an official clinch. We'll have to double check that, but certainly a defiant, decisive win here for them.
Absolutely. And like he said, we don't know if this is a playoff clinching scenario, but it may seem like it. But if you want to stay updated, please continue to follow DSA and keep your notifications live on our app, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's correct. But I think that's going to do it for us here. Any final thoughts as we close it out for this one and head on to the next one?
No final thoughts for me, but just great game overall. I actually enjoyed this game, even though it was kind of a blowout.
Well, I enjoyed being a co-commentator with you here today, Matthew. So I hope that, I hope that we're going to get matched together again for another one soon.
Hopefully soon. But if that's everything, I think we're ready to end the broadcast.
Well, let's kick it down to the next one. But with that being said, I'm your host, Dawson, with my co-host,
Matthew.
and we will see you next time.